interesting thing happening right now in Hollywood is that a growing number of big-name actors, people like Mel Gibson, James Woods, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Tim Allen, and several others are starting to band together in a way we haven't really seen before. They're openly calling out what they believe is the collapse of common sense across the entertainment world, not just in Hollywood films, but in the entire show business machine. And honestly, they say the whole industry has become so drenched in politics that it's drifting far away from what entertainment is supposed to be. And while some actors stay quiet, there are still a handful like these who continue speaking up, holding their ground, and challenging the direction Hollywood is heading day after day. Even Tom Cruise, in his own unique way, has been pushing back on that same culture for years. But what's unfolding right now with Tom Cruise, ABC, and the hosts of The View is something completely different. This is Mike Zero. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe and hit like for future updates. You can also find me at Mike01. Thanks so much for all of the support. Now, aside from that recent viral clip of Tom Cruise chatting with Sydney Sweeney, where nobody could make out what they were saying because of the loud music in the background, this all took place during a major moment for him, a massive award, in fact. We'll get into that in a moment. But first, let's talk about The View. The show, which is run under ABC and Disney, has been in heavy discussions with Cruise. Their goal? Bring him on for a big, highly promoted appearance where he would make a major announcement about his acting career. Everything from producing to writing, Cruise did behind the scenes with ABC and the hosts of The View. Right now, the film industry and mainstream media are dealing with a massive financial fallout after years of pushing political messaging that the public rejected. Ratings are down everywhere. Studios are panicking. And ABC has been trying to pull in big names to save their slipping numbers. That's where Tom Cruise comes in. After receiving his honorary Oscar at the 2025 Governors Awards, yes, he officially received that honor. Cruise was deep in negotiations with ABC executives for a big 3-on-1 interview with Whoopi Goldberg, Sunny Hostin, and Joy Behar. And supposedly, Sunny Hostin herself pitched the idea, hoping this interview would rescue the show's failing viewership. They were counting on Cruise's momentum to pull them out of what insiders are calling a ratings crisis.
But then came the shock. Tom Cruise personally reached out, not only to ABC producers, but directly to Whoopi, Joy, and Sunny during a Zoom call. And he flat out rejected the entire idea. According to several insiders, Tom told them he wanted absolutely nothing to do with a program that leans on political talking points or pushes narratives that divide audiences. He said he's focusing exclusively on mainstream platforms that prioritize entertainment, not propaganda. The meeting was described as awkward, painfully awkward. Cruise reportedly lectured them about the responsibility they have, saying they should put positivity into the world instead of fueling more division. This wasn't just a decline, it was a reality. Check aimed straight at ABC and The View. And guess what? ABC had planned to pay Cruise a massive amount for this appearance. But even that couldn't sway him. The frustration on their side was immediate. Producers and hosts were reportedly upset that Cruise shut them down so bluntly. They wanted the interview badly, especially after his trending success at the Governors Awards. And now the twist. Since rejecting ABC, Cruise has been in active negotiations with Jimmy Fallon at NBC to do a one-on-one interview instead. That's where he now plans to announce his upcoming releases, new projects, and future film developments. It's honestly a huge embarrassment for ABC. The entire segment had been built around Sunny Hostin's proposal, and the network had rushed to secure Cruise before competitors could. But he ended it before it even began. And here's what really stung them. Cruise didn't just decline. He called out everything he believed was wrong with ABC and The View. He brought up the political slant, the negativity, and even pointed out how the network is struggling under Disney leadership. Even Disney CEO Bob Iger reportedly reacted with disbelief when he heard how direct Cruise was. It reached the point where ABC executives practically begged him to reconsider and use their show to announce his 3 new films. Tom Cruise gave them another firm no. Instead, he told them to improve the program, stop leaning on divisive topics, and earn back the trust of viewers. And here's something important. Cruise continues to be one of the last true action stars, someone who still does his own stunts. still pours his energy into every project, and still brings massive success to theaters. People may have opinions about his beliefs or personal life, but as an actor, there's no denying his influence. Just look at Mission Impossible Top Gun Maverick and the upcoming Top Gun 3. On top of that, he's working on 2 untitled major projects, and yes, one of them is still rumored to be the long-planned movie involving real filming in outer space. It's very possible that one of those upcoming film announcements will be tied to that space project, a detail originally planned to debut on The View but now shifting over to Fallon. This marks the second time in recent memory that Cruise has pushed back against a major media outlet while his momentum is at its peak. And after his Oscars appearance and that widely discussed moment with Sydney Sweeney, the media seems more agitated than ever. Mainstream outlets, already struggling with credibility, didn't appreciate Cruise calling them out. But he did it anyway, right during their attempt to secure him for that 3-on-1 interview. And here's the kicker. This entire interview idea was 100% initiated by Sunny Hostin. She pitched it, she pushed it, and she coordinated with ABC to make it happen. They moved fast, believing Cruise would agree. He didn't. He rejected Sunny, Whoopi, and Joy directly during the call, and criticized the program's political tone. He even emphasized that they need to move away from divisive content entirely if they want to rebuild their audience. And honestly, that tells you a lot about where Cruise stands and what he values in his public appearances. Whether people love him or not, you can't deny this. He's one of the last old-school action stars who still goes the extra mile, literally, risking his life for movie stunts, keeping the craft alive and staying deeply committed to the films he makes. But now I want to hear from you. What do you think about this entire situation? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's breakdown, drop a like on the video to support the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one.